Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I was going to upload this yesterday and forgot, so I thought I would do it today, but the newest MAC collection, it's called Hey Sailor, was released yesterday. It was released online about a week ago, and it's been released in stores as of yesterday. And I'm not going to buy anything from that collection because I just don't see anything that I need. And I had some questions because you guys know that I've kind of gotten away from myself lately in purchasing the collections when they're released. I'll pick up, a color or two if I like something. And I really just got into doing that recently. It's something that I was really against for a very long time just because I find products that I really do like and then use them up and can't purchase them again, and that really bugs me. But there had been some items that, namely Candy Yum Yum, that was released that I did not pick up for that reason, and to this day it eats me up because that is a color that I absolutely adore. Every time I see somebody wearing it, I can tell you what they're wearing, and when I ask, that is the color that they're wearing. And it's just, a color that I will regret not owning until I get my hands on it. So hopefully when it's re-released, or if it's re-released this fall, I'll be able to finally get my hands on one for myself. But after that, it was like, okay, I can see how some of these collections, sometimes it's worth picking up, one or two of the products, depending on whether or not I like them. I am not a fan of color, eyeshadow. I like colored eyeshadow. I don't wear it every day. I don't even wear it for special occasions. Even for special occasions, I like to look like myself. And me and brown taupey eyeshadows are what rocks. I mean, that's what I like. That's what I feel comfortable in. I do own my fair share of colors, though. Greens, blues, pinks, purples, different shades like that. So I really, when it comes to special collections, I don't pick up those colors. I like lipsticks when it's special collection lipsticks. If it's a shade that I will wear, you guys know I like my bright pinks. I like my happy pinks, baby pinks, pink colors, stuff like that. If it's a blush maybe that I might particularly enjoy, I'll pick that up. Eyeshadows, if it's, gray, I might think about it, but if it's brown, I have to have it. So I have my kind of the way that I filter out what I would like and what I would not like. And just in looking at the Sailor, Hey Sailor collection, I had, several people ask me what I was going to pick up from that collection, and that's why I thought I would do a video on it, just because I don't plan on picking anything up. The only one that I had considered is the Nautical Navy shade, which is a navy eyeshadow, and I had considered that because MAC does not do a lot of navy per se. They have a color that I used to own called Contrast, which is a sort of dark blue purple, but it's not so much navy. So that is one of the only eyeshadows that I might still go and get it if I can find it in store. If not, I'm not going to fret about it. I've got NARS Night Flight, which is a navy blue eyeshadow that I absolutely love, so I don't feel like I really need it. Then they have a green, Feeling Fresh, which is a green eyeshadow, really pretty. Barefoot, which is kind of a gold shade. Jaunty, which I think is like a creamy, sparkly color. And then the last one is Crystal Avalanche, which I actually own Crystal Avalanche, so that was the only other one that I would have considered purchasing. And I actually, I love the eyeshadow itself. I love the color Crystal Avalanche, but since I own it, I don't feel like I need to go get it. This is Crystal Avalanche. It's not a, it's released with this collection, but it's a permanent color, so you can always, get it. But this is Crystal Avalanche, and it's just a really pretty white highlight shade. So there it is right there. It's good all over as a highlight too, or just as your actual highlight shade on your lid. So those are the only eyeshadows that I considered, the Crystal Avalanche and the Nautical Navy. And like I said, if I can't get it, I'm not going to stress out about it. The other things, and I'm going back and forth, which is why you'll see me looking down, are two pigments. The naval blue pigment and the old gold pigment. Pigments, they're loose, the MAC pigments like that. They do have a mascara, an eye pencil in Blue Stripe, Emerald Sea, and Hand Forget, I don't know. I'm not big on those. I like black eye pencils, blue eye pencils for my waterline, but I have all the black and blue eye pencils I need. The other things that they released are some lipsticks, and lipsticks are pretty. There's not a pink lipstick in the collection, so definitely not going to go after the pinks. Red Racer, which I have a MAC red, and I also have a Chanel red that I love, so I don't feel like I need red. And red lipstick, you really have to choose wisely, because it can make your teeth look very yellow if you get the wrong shade, and it can make your skin look very sallow if you get the wrong shade. So I feel like I have my red kind of nailed down, you know, the shades that I need. The other one, To Catch a Sailor, Salute, and C'est La Vie, which is an orange shade. I'm all oranged out. I think I have all the orange lipstick that I'm going to want or possibly need, so I'm not going, you know, after that. Lip gloss, they do have a Send Me Sailing, which is a fuchsia shade, which is really pretty. But I'm just not, you know, not feeling the lip glosses lately. I'm really happy with the Buxom lip gloss, or lip glosses that I own, and with my lipsticks, so I'm not feeling the lip glosses. And then they do have some liquid balms. The only color that I really like is Abalone, which is a pink shade, but I'm not into the lip balms. I really, you know, I like my lip balm clear. And then, of course, they have 2 blushes, Fleet Fast, Launch Away, which I'm just not, I might need to swatch them to even, you know, see them up close to really judge, but I'm not really feeling those two. A highlight powder and Crew, which is really, really pretty. I did see that online, but I have the highlighting powers that I need. That Lightscapade, MAC Lightscapade, is absolutely gorgeous, and I like it. So that's that. They have 2 nail polishes, Touch of Red and Vestral White, which are pretty. But I'm not into the MAC nail polishes, so I won't be getting those either. But I just thought I would share that with you guys, just because, like I said, I had gotten messages from several people, not just one, who wanted to know what I was going to pick up from the Hey Sailor collection. And just to answer your question, right now I'm not going to pick anything up because I just don't feel like I need anything. The only things that I would have picked up would be the Nautical Navy eyeshadow and the Crystal Avalanche, which I already own. The only other thing, like I said, is I'd like to swatch the 2 blushes in person and see if I'm a fan of those. I like very blue toned pink blushes, so if they don't meet that criteria, then I typically don't really buy them. Or brown. I like brown blushes too. So those are that's the the Hey Sailor collection. It's nautical and it's navy. But just thought I would share, like I said. So hopefully, if you guys are interested in any of those, you know, you can pick them up at your MAC or your Macy's counters this weekend. But I will not be buying anything unless, like I said, I happen to swatch and like. That's it. So okay. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday so far. Talk to you later. Bye bye.